Welcome back to the Liberal Republican, where I am going to cover lots of news things from a centrist point of view. That centrist point of view is not going to be liberal or conservative. It is just going to be middle of the road. Hi, I had something else I was going to talk about today, but things are going very rapidly in the political arena. Looks like President Biden is really being pressured to step aside, to give up, to let someone else take over as the Democratic nominee for running for the President of the United States. Those of us that have been watching President Biden for the past couple of years and actually watching him have noticed that he has not been really on top of his game. He's been slowly losing it. And it happens. I watched my grandfather go through it, and I watched my mother go through it to a certain extent. My grandfather got really bad toward the end. President Biden, I can see it. I've seen the symptoms before in my family. So he's gradually losing it. Unfortunately, people that are in that position don't really realize that they're losing it, and they want to stick with it. There's another issue here, I think, that President Trump, former President Trump, as they're calling him, when he became the presumptive Republican nominee, then President Biden was like, well, I beat him once, I'll beat him again. So he couldn't do as he said before, that he was going to be just a one-term president and turn things over to the younger generation. Now, as we've been seeing various things in the media of him wandering off, being unable to figure out which way to go on the stage, searching for words, all the symptoms of senility, his staff, of course, has been whitewashing it. That's their job. I don't blame them for whitewashing it. But the media has also been complicit in whitewashing it. And they see it just as much as we do. But they've whitewashed it until the live performance at the debate, where Biden just was a deer in the headlights. It was obvious to me and pretty much everybody else. And that's why there's been a lot of pressure on him to get out of the race, because the American population is seeing that, and they're worried about having someone that only functions between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. What happens if you get an emergency call at 2 a.m.? Oh, well, he's asleep. So there's pressure on him to step back. What are the Democrats' plans for this? Well, they have some options. One of the things that's got to be looked at is all of the money that's been donated to the Biden-Harris campaign can only be used if it's the Biden-Harris campaign. Now, if Biden steps aside and Kamala Harris steps into the front slot, they can still use that money. Kamala Harris is not very popular either, and has not done a very good job as vice president, and she's certainly not very presidential when she gets up and starts talking her word salad. There's other people around. Governor Newsom, he's one that people look at that and say, boy, look at how he's messed California up. Do we want him to mess the country up? But he's very popular, he's very good looking and very well spoken, actually much better spoken than Kamala Harris is. Pete Buttigieg is another one that his name has been bandied about, that he's got presidential aspirations. I don't care what his personal life is, but I think maybe there's a lot of people that would not vote for him just because of his personal choice. There's people that will vote for Kamala Harris even though they don't care for her because she's not Trump. And that's the thing that we always must be aware of in this upcoming election, that Whoever the Democrats put up, there's going to be a lot of people who are Democrats that will vote for whatever Democrat there is. And there are people that will vote for whoever is on the Democratic ticket because they're not Trump. And we need to be aware of that we can't just have people running because they're not Trump. I will end this video with a toast. Long live the Constitutional Republic of the United States of America.